Hey people, Demon here, and today I am doing another question video. Now, over the last little while, I've been thinking about death just for no particular reason. Just thinking about death and dying and what will happen after. Also, how will I die? But that's another video entirely, which we'll make in the future. Anyways, the question I want to ask is what happens after death? More specifically, actually, is what would you prefer to happen after you died? What afterlife would you prefer? Just want to remind you really quick to subscribe, hit that bell to keep up with my content, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter and Instagram, link down below. Back to the video. What I am talking about specifically is what afterlife would you personally want to go to? Now, thinking about afterlives, there are a few that come to the top of my head, like heaven and hell, I guess, being reincarnated, or as I kind of lean towards myself is after you die, kind of nothing happens, so there's not really an afterlife at all. But I've thought about this, and I've thought, like, well, there's a few other beliefs out there. Like, I'm sure some people think that even if there was an afterlife, we couldn't really fathom it ourselves, so when we die, we could go somewhere beyond even what we know. There could be like, well, when you die, you turn into a ghost or something, or maybe you turn into some kind of energy that lingers on the planet or goes to something else in general. Or maybe there's also people that think like you become a god or something like that. I think that's some religion somewhere. Don't remember exactly which one. And Scientologists, I don't know what they think. But yeah, there's a bunch of religions and stuff out there that have a bunch of different afterlives. Some are like, okay, right? Some are like, okay, that's like I can imagine that. Some are like way like, oh, okay, that's a little bit crazy. And there are even like other things like cults and stuff that have their own versions of the afterlives. It's pretty crazy to think about. Just to think about like all the afterlives that people have thought up of over the years. Again, personally, I think probably nothing. Probably just dying, that's it. But if there was an afterlife, what if there was, and you could choose one out of the many afterlives, or choose one that you make yourself, what afterlife would you choose? Would you reincarnate? Would you go to heaven or hell? Would you do anything like that? Now, I've been thinking about this, and I think my personal answer to this would be I kind of want to be isekai'd. Now, this is obviously a fictional thing that happens in anime and stuff like that, where the person usually dies, sometimes they don't, but they usually die and they get teleported to a different world or get reincarnated into a different world. And I thought to myself, like, that would be pretty damn awesome if that happened to me. That'd be pretty fucking awesome. I mean, just think about that. Just think about being isekai into another world. Just going into another world, it'd be pretty awesome, depending, obviously. If you were born there and, like, life sucked, that would be sucky, obviously. But if you went there and you had the awesome time, it'd be awesome. Now, what I think personally, this is my answer to what afterlife I would personally prefer. The afterlife I would personally prefer would be to be isekai'd to a different world, not this one, to a different world completely. So not teleported necessarily, no, but like reborn there, like reincarnated there. I don't really care if I'm reincarnated as a lowerman or a higher, like lower class or higher class, because my like even if there's like stripes and stuff in there, my thing there would be pretty cool because I would want to go to a different world that had magic, okay, or something that we would consider magic, but probably not really magic. A place that might have monsters and stuff, and you can have adventures. That would be pretty awesome because life in the real world, you can have adventures, but not like you can in fantasy, obviously. So I would love to have like a place where you could have magic and you could have adventures, and there might be monsters and stuff. And also, I would like to have two major things. First off, I would like to remember everything I know now from the very moment I'm born there, which will be a little bit annoying at first because I'll be a baby, but then eventually I'll grow into an adult, or grow into a child and then an adult. And during these times, I would have all my knowledge, all my memories, and I'd be me still. So I wouldn't be a new person, I wouldn't be like me just in a new body, and that it'd be kind of like remnants of me. It'd be like, no, fully me. I want to be fully me in a new place, reincarnated there. Or, I've seen this before in a few animes and stuff, or maybe it wasn't animes, maybe it was something else. But I've seen like where like a young but not too young child, like a child that's like, I don't know, like a toddler almost. He basically like they basically die almost, and then they come back to life, because because the person that died here got put into their body, you know. So that might be better because I don't know if I want to do the whole baby thing, but definitely I want to be as young as possible there to get my bearings. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be reincarnated over there by whichever means into a child's body with my memories. And I would also like to have like unbelievable magical power. Super strong, and plus my intelligence from this world to combined with that world's ideology and stuff. And also, I would also love to have uh like just photo memory from this world, you know, because obviously I can't remember everything as of now because that's impossible, for me at least, for most people. So I can't remember every little thing I've seen, every little thing I've done. Um, so in that world, I would love to have an ability to be able to remember everything, so I can just remember things like, oh, that's how that was done, that's how that was done, so I don't actually forget how to do the cool stuff from our world, and be like, oh, this is how I could do this, this is how I could do this. That'd be cool. It would just be really cool to be reborn, get a second chance in a different world where I can work my way up from the bottom, or maybe I'm already at the top. I don't really care because I want to be like super powerful magic. You know, like, oh my goodness, this guy's super powerful and he's a badass. Like that kind of thing. And plus I want to be a boy. I don't want to be not knocking girls. I prefer the gender I am as I am now, so I'd want to be a boy. uh just saying. But yeah, so that would be my fantasy in the afterlife. Now, obviously, I don't think this would actually happen, but if I could choose, that would be my choice. I want to get teleported to a different world or different dimension or what have you, and be able to do all that. And also, I want the dimension to be um advanced, more advanced, advanced enough, I should say, not like super not advanced where people aren't taking showers and shit. I don't want to smell a bunch of garbage. But to like advanced to the point where it's livable and enjoyable, but maybe not advanced to the point where they're almost destroying their planet like we are, you know? Maybe not that advanced. Maybe advanced to the point where, or maybe it's just a different reality in general. Maybe like there's things that we don't have here. Like there's just different entertainment things. Maybe they have radios there. I don't know. Just advanced to a point where I don't have to smell people's nasty BO because they can't take a goddamn shower. And also so people have a good quality of life, at least. You know what I'm saying? But not to the point where they're destroying their own goddamn planet. Kind of like we are. But yeah, that would be my perfect fantasy afterlife. Like, if I could die whenever I die, be it old or whatever. If I die whenever, I don't know. If I could have that as my afterlife, that would be pretty damn cool. But yeah, that's the question. What would you personally want your afterlife to be? And then I guess there's another question. If that actually did happen, and I actually did get that afterlife, what would my afterlife be after that afterlife? Because eventually there I would die. That would be interesting. Interesting to think about. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess technically I'd get 2 afterlives. That'd be weird. I don't know. Maybe I can have a continuous afterlife of just going to different dimensions and being awesome. I think that'd get bored after a while though, so I don't think that'd be a thing. But anyways, that's beside the point. Anyways, what afterlife would you personally want to have? Would you want to have something like me, like a fantasy-based afterlife? Or would you want to have a more traditional, like, oh, I just want to go to heaven or hell, or I want to be reincarnated as a squirrel or something? I don't know. Or do you think, like, or are you one of those people that's like, well, I don't think there's any afterlife, so I can't even imagine any afterlife at all? That'd be pretty ridiculous because you can't imagine something, but okay. Up to you guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Link down below to my Twitter. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace. Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.